Hello, and welcome to God Jesus Message, the place where God's Word comes alive, and the teachings of Jesus guide your heart and life. I'm so glad you're here today. Before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our messages, and feel free to like this video if you're ready to grow in faith and share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Take a slow breath in, just noticing how your body settles as you read these words, allowing your eyes to glide softly across the sentences, letting meaning drift inward in its own time. From this moment forward, something gentle and powerful begins to unfold. Every step you take from this day forward is guided by divine power, not forced, not rushed, simply guided. Like a quiet hand resting on your shoulder, steady, certain, loving. You don't have to figure it all out. You don't have to know the full path. You only need to feel the subtle pull forward, trusting that each step appears exactly when you need it. There is a rhythm in life that has always been moving beneath the surface. You may have noticed it before, in moments when things unexpectedly worked out, in chance meetings that changed everything, in sudden insights that arrived at just the right time. That rhythm is divine guidance. It has always been there. And now, from this day forward, you become more aware of it. You recognize it in the smallest details. A thought that repeats in your mind, a quiet nudge to take a different road, a feeling that says yes or no without words. You learn to trust that feeling more and more, and as you trust, it grows stronger, clearer, more reliable. Imagine yourself waking up tomorrow morning with a calm knowing inside. You stretch, breathe, and before your feet even touch the floor, there is a sense that the day is already arranged for your highest good. Not in a rigid way, but in a living, breathing way, where everything flows in perfect timing. You don't need to control everything. You don't need to worry about missing opportunities. The opportunities come to you. The people you need appear. The doors that are meant for you open naturally, often in ways you never expected. And when a door is not meant for you, it closes gently, without struggle, saving you time and energy. As you move through your day, each step feels lighter. Even ordinary actions, walking to your car, sitting at your desk, preparing a meal, become part of a sacred journey. Every step you take from this day forward is guided by divine power. It means that nothing is random, nothing is wasted. Even challenges become teachers placed on your path with purpose. When something feels difficult, you breathe, you pause, and you remember, there is guidance here too. Something is being rearranged in your favor. Something better is forming. You don't have to fight the current. You simply float with trust, letting the current carry you where you are meant to be. You begin to notice small signs. A song lyric that speaks exactly to your situation. A stranger's comment that answers a question you were silently asking. A sudden idea that feels bright and alive. These are not coincidences. These are winks from the divine, reminders that you are never walking alone. The universe speaks in whispers, and you are becoming more sensitive to those whispers. Each time you listen, the connection deepens. Each time you follow the guidance, your confidence grows. And there is something else happening too. The more you trust divine guidance, the more your fear loosens its grip. Old worries that used to repeat in your mind start to fade. You realize you don't need to carry everything by yourself. There is a higher intelligence orchestrating events with a wisdom far greater than the thinking mind. You are allowed to relax. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to believe that good things are not only possible, but natural for you. Picture yourself walking along a path through a peaceful forest. The air is warm. The ground beneath your feet is firm and supportive. You don't need to see the entire trail ahead. You only need to see the next step. And as soon as you take that step, the next appears. that is how your life begins to feel. Step by step, guided, protected, unfolding. No rush, no pressure, just movement in perfect timing. With each passing day, you feel a stronger connection to something greater than yourself. Some call it God, some call it Source, some call it divine intelligence. Whatever name feels right, you sense its presence more clearly now. It is not distant, it is intimate. It is within your breath, within your heartbeat, within your quiet thoughts. When you ask for guidance, you receive it. When you express gratitude, more blessings flow. When you surrender control, life surprises you with beauty. There may have been times in your past when you felt lost, unsure, or disconnected. Those times were not mistakes. They were part of your journey to this moment. Because now, you are ready to walk differently. You are ready to trust differently. You are ready to say, from this day forward, every step I take is guided by divine power. And as you say it, you feel it. As you feel it, it becomes real. As it becomes real, your outer world begins to reflect that truth. You might notice your decisions becoming easier. Instead of overthinking, you feel your way forward. You sense which choice expands your energy and which one contracts it. You learn to follow expansion. You learn to respect contraction. This becomes your inner compass, a living guidance system that never fails you. Even if the mind doubts, your inner knowing remains steady, calm, sure. And as this guidance becomes part of your daily life, your relationships shift too. You attract people who resonate with your new energy, people who respect your journey, people who uplift you rather than drain you. Old connections that no longer fit may fade gently, making space for new, aligned connections. You don't need to force anything. Everything organizes itself in harmony with your highest path. You begin to feel gratitude more often. Gratitude for simple things. Gratitude for signs. Gratitude for breath. Gratitude for being alive. Gratitude for the invisible hand guiding your steps. Gratitude becomes a magnet, drawing more reasons to be grateful. This is how abundance grows naturally, without strain. Even in moments when uncertainty appears, you remain centered. You remind yourself that guidance is still present, even if you cannot see the outcome yet. You trust the unfolding. You trust the pauses. You trust the redirections. You trust the timing. Because deep inside, you know nothing is working against you. Everything is working for you, shaping you, supporting you, preparing you for what comes next. There is a quiet confidence building in you now. A confidence not based on controlling life, but on trusting life. Not based on ego, but on connection. Not based on fear, but on faith. And this confidence radiates outward. Others sense it. They feel safe around you. They feel inspired by you. They wonder what changed, and you smile softly, knowing that you simply began to walk with divine guidance. Each night as you rest, you feel a gentle review of your day. You notice how perfectly things lined up, how the right words came at the right time, how small choices led to meaningful outcomes. You fall asleep with peace in your heart, knowing that while your body rests, guidance continues to arrange tomorrow in your favor. And each morning, you awaken ready again, ready to take the next step, ready to listen, ready to follow, ready to trust, ready to receive. Every step you take from this day forward is guided by divine power. Not just sometimes, not just when convenient, always. This truth sinks deeper into your mind now. Past doubt dissolves, past fear softens, past confusion clears. You see your life as a sacred journey, uniquely yours, divinely designed. No comparison is needed. No rush is needed. You are exactly where you are meant to be, moving exactly as you are meant to move. You start to speak differently to yourself. Kind words, encouraging words. Instead of, "What if I fail?" you say, "I am guided." Instead of, "I don't know what to do," you say, "The next step will be revealed." Instead of, "I am alone," you say, "I am supported." These words become your new inner voice, and your outer world responds accordingly. Sometimes you may still feel uncertainty. That is natural. But now uncertainty no longer means danger. It simply means the next step has not yet appeared, and you are okay with that. You breathe, you wait, you listen, and then, suddenly, the answer arrives. A call, a message, a thought, a feeling, a door, and you step through, guided. You begin to realize something beautiful. You are not chasing your destiny. Your destiny is meeting you halfway. Life is not something happening to you. Life is something happening through you. You are a co-creator with the divine. Each choice you make in trust strengthens the partnership. Each surrender deepens the flow. And so from this day forward, walking becomes sacred. Movement becomes meaningful. Stillness becomes guidance. Action becomes prayer. Rest becomes renewal. Everything in your life begins to feel connected, purposeful, alive. A warmth spreads through your chest as you absorb this truth. It feels familiar. It feels like coming home to yourself. You remember that you were never truly lost. You were simply finding your way back to trust. And now you have arrived at a new beginning. From this day forward, every step you take is guided by divine power. You feel it now. You know it now. You are it now. Now, as you continue reading, allow your awareness to soften even more, like sinking into a warm, calm space where truth feels simple and natural. There is nothing to force, nothing to prove, nothing to chase. Only a gentle remembering. A remembering that you are guided. A remembering that you are supported. A remembering that every step you take from this day forward is guided by divine power. You may begin to sense that this guidance is not outside of you, but within you. It speaks in intuition. It speaks in quiet certainty. It speaks in the sudden peace that settles over you when something is right. You don't need loud signs. You don't need dramatic events. Guidance is subtle, consistent, steady. It is the calm voice beneath the noise. And now, you recognize it more easily. You trust it more deeply. You follow it more willingly. As you move through your life, you realize that rushing is no longer necessary. You are not behind. You are not missing anything meant for you. Everything arrives exactly when you are ready to receive it. This understanding relaxes your body, loosens your shoulders, softens your breath. You are no longer pushing against life. You are moving with it. Even when unexpected events arise, you stay centered. You remind yourself that divine guidance does not disappear during chaos. In fact, it becomes even more present. It guides your words in difficult conversations. It guides your choices in uncertain moments. It guides your steps when you cannot see the full path. You are never without direction, even when the mind claims otherwise. You may notice that problems begin resolving in surprising ways. Solutions appear where none existed before. Help arrives without you asking. Opportunities unfold that you never could have planned. You begin to smile at the quiet miracles that happen every day. A perfect parking spot. A delayed event that turns out to be a blessing. A sudden change that leads to something far better. You see the divine hand at work in ordinary moments. And ordinary moments become extraordinary. As this awareness deepens, you become kinder to yourself. You no longer criticize your past. You no longer regret your path. You see that every experience shaped you, prepared you, refined you. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was meaningless. Everything led you here, to this understanding, to this new way of walking through life. You begin to move with grace. Not forced grace, natural grace. The kind that comes from knowing you are carried by something greater. You feel it when you speak. You feel it when you listen. You feel it when you rest. You feel it when you act. There is no separation anymore between the spiritual and the everyday. Everything is sacred. Everything is part of the journey. People around you start responding differently. Some feel comfort in your presence. Some feel inspired. Some feel calm. You don't try to change anyone. Your energy speaks for itself. You become a quiet example of trust, of faith, of peaceful certainty. And this radiates outward, touching lives in ways you may never fully see, yet the impact is real. There may still be moments when old fears attempt to return. A worry about money, a worry about health, a worry about the future. When this happens, you gently remind yourself, I am guided. You breathe slowly. You relax your body. You return to trust. And like a cloud drifting across the sky, the fear passes, leaving clear awareness behind. Your sleep becomes more peaceful. Your dreams become more meaningful. Sometimes you wake with answers. Sometimes you wake with a simple feeling of peace. Even in rest, guidance is active. Even in stillness, the path is unfolding. Life is unfolding you. As days turn into weeks and weeks into months, you look back and realize how far you have come. Not in distance, but in consciousness. Not in achievements, but in trust. Not in control, but in surrender. You see how everything has shifted gently, naturally, beautifully, and you feel gratitude again. Quiet gratitude, deep gratitude, living gratitude. You understand now that divine guidance is not a rare event. It is your normal state. It is your birthright. It is your natural connection to life itself. You are not separate from it. You are part of it. It moves through you as breath. It moves through you as thought. It moves through you as action. And as you continue walking forward, step by step, choice by choice, moment by moment, you carry this truth effortlessly. Every step you take from this day forward is guided by divine power. Not because you hope it is so, not because you wish it is so, but because you know it is so. This knowing settles into your bones, into your heart, into your mind. It becomes part of who you are, a quiet, unshakable foundation. No matter where you go, it goes with you. No matter what you face, it faces it with you. No matter what changes, this remains constant. Guided, supported, protected, directed, loved. And so your journey continues. Not in fear, not in confusion, but in trust, in faith, in certainty, in peace. From this day forward, every step you take is guided by divine power. And that is the truth you live. Thank you so much, friends, for watching this video on God Jesus Message. I pray that the teachings of Jesus have touched your heart, given you hope, and inspired you to live in His love today. If you enjoyed this message, please like this video, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more Bible teachings, prayers, and inspirational messages. We'd also love to hear from you. Leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, prayers, or what God has been teaching you lately.